What's going on, guys? How are you? Welcome to 66 Vlogs. My name is Akil, and today we're viewing a 2017 Mustang GT. This one is the GT, it is the V8, it is the 5.0. It does have 435 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque, so you know this thing is a monster. This is not the first year that this body style came out. This is the S550 body style. This body style did come out in 2015, but they've been perfecting it ever since. They have upgraded the body style, and now 2018, I believe, is the year that they've refreshed the front fascia, but not a huge fan of it. This is the body style that I think everybody or majority of the people love, and the new ones do have more power. They are a better V8, but still, I can't wait to take you guys on a test drive because this thing is a blast to drive and it sounds beautiful. Let's take a listen. That sounds sweet, doesn't it? Let me show you. So this does have a Roush axle back exhaust. It does have these nice Roush tips. It has such a sweet rumble from the V8. So obviously I am a big guy. Even standing next to this car makes me look small. And it is a coupe. It is supposed to be more agile on the track, but it's still such a large car. And we'll show you when we get in there that as much as they've refined the suspension and made this car more track friendly, it's still quite a bit of a boat. So let's take a look at the inside of this car. Biggest ways you can tell that is from these rims. It does have the stock rims. They are plastic dip black, which makes them look a lot nicer. But the premium, in my opinion, has great looking rims. A lot of people don't like them, especially the owner of this car, a good friend of mine. The reason he got the base model was because he wants to modify it and didn't think that paying extra money for the premium would make sense, which for a lot of people that does make the most amount of sense, getting the base model and upgrading it how you want. So now the premium does come with a stiffer suspension. It comes with a better limited slip differential, and the interior is leather. It also has different different modes. Let's get inside and I'll show you guys what kind of modes and what the difference on the interior is. The car, you can see the cloth seats. They're not leather, but honestly still amazing quality, very comfortable. I am a big guy at the end of the day, and it's super comfortable for me, so I'm happy about that. Now, let's get into this. Just off the bat, this cockpit just looks amazing. Like, if you've ever seen the old school Mustangs, it does have a very similar, it has a similar layout to the old school Mustangs, but at the end of the day, it's a little bit more advanced and it just looks super nice. We do have different packages in here. Oh, so what cool thing is, each GT comes with track apps. It comes with the accelerometer to show you your G-forces. Comes with the acceleration timer. That's your, you can do 0 to 60, 0 to 100, 0 to 30, quarter mile, eighth of a mile. Brake performance, see how long it takes you to stop. Line lock, this is the coolest feature ever. I'll show you guys a video of line lock being used. It's gonna be at night, so probably not the best quality, but super cool. The tires just lock up and you can smoke them out like no tomorrow. So now bringing me to the center console, the radio area. Like I said, this is the base model. The premium would come with a full touch screen, and it does look a lot nicer, but then the goal of the owner of this car is to become a race car. So for most people, they don't really care for what their infotainment center is like. Now, the premium also comes with toggles down here to change drive modes, traction, hazards, and then the start stop button is the same. Now, this does have steering control options where you can change the steering, not the throttle response or anything like that, but it does change the steering feel. And 3 options when I click them are Sport, Comfort, and Normal. So obviously for today's drive, we're gonna keep it in Sport. But otherwise, the interior is quite nice. My only downfall here, and I'm gonna show you guys this really quick. Step out of the car to show you. So the bottom half of the seat is electronic, and then it does have the electronic lumbar, and you could see that moving. But if you want to change the back seat portion, you have to do a lever, and it's just like, yeah, this car isn't the premium, but it's still $35,000 brand new. So like, I mean, that is really annoying for a car that's worth $35,000 brand new. This car does have 20,000 miles on it, which is funny because even the last car I reviewed had 20,000 miles on it, and that was also a 2017 STI. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Link will be right here. Now, these cars nowadays, they hold value pretty well, but if it was up to me and I was going to buy one, I probably would buy one used. And the reason I say that is because you can get these with 20,000 miles or less. I've seen them on cars.com going for like 20 to 25, which is almost a $10,000 loss for 20,000 miles. And that's huge. And that just makes so much sense, especially if you're going to be modifying it and stuff like that. These V8s, these 5.0s, Coyote motors, they're super strong. They've been modified up to 1,000 horsepower. So enough talking. Let's go for a drive and see what it's like driving this car. All right, guys, let's take it for a spin. So just to start off the bat, the cabin noise, he does have a catback exhaust on here, so it is quite loud, even at, what are we at, 2,000 RPMs? But I love the sequential tail lights in this thing. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. This thing just pulls, it's a monster. That V8 just sounds beautiful. This is where I'll show you. If you've driven the older Mustangs, you'll know that the steering on these has increased phenomenally. So the paddle shifters are pretty good. Obviously, it's not a Porsche or anything like that, and it does take an extra second to respond when you click them. It's got a nice That was a lot of fun to drive. One thing I have noticed is with how loud this car is, the only downside to it besides the amount of gas this thing probably eats is the attention it gets. I was on my way to the spot where I wanted to record, and I had like 2 cops follow me. I'm pretty sure you guys can tell from the inside of this car how good it sounds. It takes them quite well. I mean, I'm actually really shocked for just because of how big of a car it is. I gotta get the curb weight on this car, but I'm pretty sure it's around 3,000 pounds, if not a little bit more. I'll tell you in a second. I'm pretty sure, you know, there are going to be many cars that can outhandle this around the track, but for what you're getting, the V8, the 5.0, so the aftermarket availability on this car is tremendous. There's so much aftermarket support, so many great websites, so many great companies. This car has been around since 2015. This body style, this engine, this configuration has been around since 2015. I know they slightly change it. Certain exhausts don't fit for the convertible. On the coupe, the The spoiler, the lip in the back, same exact thing. The convertibles have a third brake light onto the trunk. But the most famous thing I think that people do with this car is straight off the bat, just like my friend did, an axle back exhaust. It makes it sound so nice, and then a cold air intake. But I believe once you put a cold air intake on this car, you do need a tune, which is probably the most, which is probably why people hold off on the cold air intake so much, is because it immediately does need a tune. And then the most where you would get the most power out of this car is if you supercharge it. There's so many different superchargers out there, and it really makes a difference. So I feel like this is like every Mustang owner's like regular daily drive. It's to the gas station. We're gonna have to fill up some gas in this car, because in the few minutes or an hour that I've been driving it, I've went through like quite a bit of gas. Alright guys, so this is gonna sum up the vlog. Thank you all for stopping by. If you like this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If there's any other cars that you'd like me to review, please send me an email. I'll put my link at the end in the description below. And if there's anything that you think I should do better, because obviously I am new with this and I'm having fun doing it, but obviously I'm sure I can improve a lot. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to email me or put some comments in the link down below. And thanks again for stopping by. And we do have a huge amount of cars lined up, so I'm excited to be reviewing these on a weekly basis. I only get one day off from work a week, so that's pretty much when I'll be uploading and creating these videos. So thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day, guys.